some days, it feels like everything is going wrong. Not in one big dramatic moment, not like your whole life falls apart at once, but in small, ordinary ways. A bill comes before your paycheck. A message arrives when you already have no energy to answer. Someone asks you a simple question. An irritation rises in your chest before you can stop it. Your phone lights up. Your work is waiting. Your family needs something. Another problem appears before the last one has even been solved. And you just stand there, trying to stay calm, trying to sound normal, trying not to let anyone hear how close you are to saying, I can't do this anymore. But you do not say it. You say, yeah. You say, I'm fine. You say, I'll handle it. And then you go quiet. Not because you do not care, not because you have become cold, but because there is already too much life inside your head. Money, debt, work, family, responsibilities, unfinished tasks, things you are afraid to open, things you cannot explain to anyone, things you keep carrying because stopping does not feel like an option. And after a while, even small things start to feel heavy. A normal question feels like pressure. A simple request feels like another weight. A conversation feels like something you have to survive. You are not angry at everyone. You are tired of having no space left. And the hardest part is, you may not even know how to explain it. If someone asks what is wrong, you do not have one clean answer. It is not just money. It is not just work. It is not just family. It is not just one problem. It is all of it sitting together inside you. That is why a small question can make you irritated. That is why a normal message can feel like pressure. That is why someone's voice, even when they mean well, can feel like one more sound you do not have room for. You are not trying to push people away. You are trying not to fall apart in front of them. You sit in front of your laptop. The screen is open. The work is there. You know what you need to do, but your body does not move. Your hand rests near the keyboard. Your eyes keep reading the same line. And somewhere inside you, there is a quiet voice saying, I don't want to do this. Not because you are lazy, not because you do not understand the task, but because the task is not the only thing on your mind. There is the rent, the debt, the person you disappointed, the message you avoided, the future you are scared of, the feeling that no matter how much you do, you are still behind. And that is what makes work feel unbearable. Sometimes you do not want to quit because you hate your job. You want to quit because you are tired of needing it so badly. But you cannot quit. So you stay. You answer the email. You finish the task. You join the meeting. You act like you are managing. From the outside, nothing looks broken. You are still working, still replying, still paying what you can, still showing up. But inside, every small thing feels like one more hand pressing on your chest. This is the kind of tiredness people do not always see. It does not always look like crying. It does not always look like collapse. Sometimes it looks like being irritated by someone you love. Sometimes it looks like answering with one word, because a real conversation feels like too much. Sometimes it looks like opening your phone, closing it, then opening it again, because you do not even know what you were looking for. Sometimes it looks like losing interest in things that used to make you feel alive. Music does not feel the same. Food does not feel the same. Rest does not feel like rest. Even silence does not feel peaceful because your mind keeps making noise. And then you blame yourself. You think, why am I like this? Why am I so easily annoyed? Why can't I just be normal? Why does everything feel so heavy lately? But maybe the better question is not, what is wrong with me? Maybe the better question is, how long have I been carrying too much without putting anything down? Because the mind was not made to hold everything at once. It was not made to carry every bill, every fear, every deadline, every family worry, every unfinished conversation, every regret, and every tomorrow, all at the same time. But many people do exactly that. They wake up with pressure, they work with pressure, they eat with pressure, they scroll with pressure, they try to sleep with pressure, And then they wonder why they feel empty, why they cannot focus, why they snap at people, why their body feels heavy before the day even begins. The world may call it laziness, but laziness is when you do not care. This is different. You care too much, for too long, about too many things, without enough space to breathe. And when your mind is overloaded, life begins to feel personal. A delay feels like punishment. A small mistake feels like proof that you are failing. A bill feels like a threat. A message feels like a demand. A quiet room feels like a place where all your worries finally catch up to you. So no, maybe everything is not going wrong. Maybe you are just too tired to carry one more thing. There is one small habit that can help. It will not fix your whole life. It will not erase debt. It will not solve every problem. And it will not make pressure disappear overnight. But it can give your mind one place to put things down. At the end of the day, before you open another app, before you keep scrolling, before you take all of it into bed, take 10 quiet minutes. Not for a perfect journal, not for a beautiful routine, not to become productive. Just to stop carrying everything in silence. Take a piece of paper or open a simple note and write 3 things. First, write what is making your life feel heavy. Be honest. Not the clean version, the real version. Money, debt, work, family, fear, anger, loneliness. The thing you keep avoiding. The thing you are scared to admit. Write it plainly. No performance, no pretending. Second, write what can wait. This matters because an overloaded mind treats everything like an emergency. Tomorrow's problem feels like tonight's danger. Next week's fear feels like something you must solve right now. So write what can wait, not because it does not matter, but because your body needs to know that not everything must be carried tonight. Third, write one small thing for tomorrow. Just one. Not a new life, not a perfect plan. One small action. Send one message. Pay one bill. Clean one corner. Step outside for 5 minutes. Start the task for 10 minutes. Drink water before coffee. One thing small enough that your tired mind can hold it. Because when life feels too heavy, clarity does not come from fixing everything. It comes from making the next step small enough to begin. This habit is not magic. It is not a cure. It is not pretending that life is easy. It is simply a way of telling your brain, these things are real, but I do not have to hold all of them in my head while I sleep. Many people do not rest. They collapse. They lie down with the same thoughts still running, the same worries, the same fears, the same unfinished list. Their eyes close, but their mind keeps working. And then they wake up tired, not because they are weak, but because the day never really ended. So tonight, let the day end somewhere outside your head. Write down what is heavy. Write down what can wait. Write down one small thing for tomorrow. Then close the page. You may still have problems. You may still feel tired. Tomorrow may still ask a lot from you. But for one moment, you do not have to carry all of it at once. The next time someone asks you something and irritation rises too quickly, pause. Not to blame yourself, not to force yourself to be calm, just to notice what is really happening. Maybe you are not angry at that person. Maybe you are angry because you have been carrying too much alone. The next time you feel like quitting everything, but know you cannot, pause. Do not turn one hard day into a final judgment about your whole life. Do not let one unpaid bill, one difficult conversation, one mistake, or one heavy week convince you that everything is hopeless. When everything feels wrong, the mind wants to make one big conclusion. My life is falling apart. I can't fix this. Nothing will change. But most of the time, life is not asking you to fix everything at once. It is asking you to face one piece honestly. One conversation, one payment, one message, one task, one apology, one boundary, one night of real rest, one person you finally tell the truth to. Maybe that person is someone in your family. Maybe it is a close friend. Maybe it is someone who will not fix your life, but will sit with you long enough that you do not feel alone inside it. You do not have to tell everyone. You do not have to explain perfectly. You can simply say, I have been feeling overwhelmed lately. Do not know what to do yet, but I do not want to keep carrying this alone. That sentence may not solve the problem, but it can open a door. And sometimes when your mind has been locked inside pressure for too long, one honest conversation is already a small kind of air. Then do one small thing that reminds you life is not only problems, not something huge, not something expensive, not something impressive. Play one song you used to love. Step outside for a few minutes. Make a simple meal. Sit somewhere quiet without your phone. Take a short walk. Send a message to someone who feels safe. Clean one corner of your room. Do one small thing that tells your body there is still something here besides pressure. Because when life feels like it is going wrong, you do not need to become positive overnight. You do not need to pretend things are fine. You need to slow the panic down enough to see what can actually be handled. Write down what is heavy. Write down what can wait. Write down one small thing for tomorrow. Then, if you can, tell someone you trust one honest sentence. And after that, do one small thing that gives a little warmth back to your day. This is not weakness. This is how people come back from being overwhelmed. Not by fixing their whole life in one night, but by separating the storm into smaller pieces. What needs action? What needs time? What needs a conversation? What needs rest? What needs to be released? Because maybe everything is not going wrong. Maybe everything has just been sitting in the same place inside you until it all started to feel impossible. You are not lazy. You are not cold. You are not broken. You are a person who has been carrying real life quietly for a long time. And maybe the first step back to yourself is not doing more. Maybe it is becoming calm enough to stop fighting the whole life at once and start taking care of one piece at a time. This video is for educational and reflective purposes only. It is not medical advice. If your exhaustion feels severe, constant, or unbearable, consider speaking with a qualified professional or someone you trust. Your life may still be heavy tomorrow, but tonight, you do not have to turn that heaviness into hopelessness. You can put one thing down. You can speak one honest sentence. You can take one small step. And for now, that is enough.